Today we are doing again pronunciation of words. Pronunciations of words. So today we are still looking at the world of devices, right? The
Yeah.
world of devices. Okay, that's good. So so now let's start with these words. Number one.
Collect, collect,
Come again.
ca, ca,
Calculate.
cal, calculator,
Very good. Calculator. Very good.
calculator.
Very good. That is a calculator, right? To calculate, like for example, if we have big numbers, right? Especially
Yeah.
during the maths, science, we put 3 square root of what of this 3/200, right? So we use calculators, right, for something like this. This is simple maths, okay? Now let's go number two.
Number two,
Uh,
coffee,
Number two is what? Again, number two.
uh, calf,
All right. So this one is cell.
cell,
Yes, cell phone.
cell phone.
All right. So let's look at cell. We've got this word, right, which is the same as cell, tell, right?
Yeah.
Tell, tell, right? Now we've got cell, which is cell,
Cell,
cell phone, cell phone.
cell phone.
And then this one is a phone for right?
Mm,
Hello, right? So that is
yeah.
how it is pronounced, all right? Now let's look at number three.
Collect,
Click, click.
click,
Very good. Click. Very good. Click.
click.
Right. Good. So that is two. Right. So for example, if you have your the mouse for I don't know if I'm good at drawing. Right. So the mouse for the computer, right?
Yeah.
Right. The mouse for the computer is like this. So we've got the round button, right? Here. Right. And we've got the left and we've got the right, right?
Right.
Yes. So that is the mouse for the computer. So if I say left click, so you click, you press here, the left one, right? You press
Yeah.
here. So it is to say click, right?
Click.
Yes, click. Very good. And then right click, and then you do this way, right? So for example, right, I want to put a box on something, for example, like we are doing computers. So you just say left click and drag. So that is my left click for me to put a box here, right? So that is to
Yeah.
click. Okay, let's go to number four.
Connection,
Connection. Very good.
connection.
Very good. Connection. Right. That is to put two things together. Right? For
Mm.
example, we have the connection of us talking via the internet, right? The internet
Yeah.
connection. So we can say the internet connection, which is good.
Mm.
All right. And we also have also another meaning of this connection, right? Just to put, for example, two roads connecting, right? Two roads, like a road, we've got one road going this way, and then another going this way, or another going this way, right? And then they connect here, right? So they connect,
Yes.
right? They connect to the bigger road, right? To the main road, right? So that is good. Connect to the main road. Let's go to number 5.
Number 5. That.
Data. Data.
Data.
Yes, this is data, right? Data, right? Some people say data or data, but data. I
Data.
know, yes, the data. That is what I know. Data. So data can be, right,
Um,
various ways.
in the internet.
Yes, in the internet, right? Information in the internet, right? That is quite good. All right. Number 6.
The late.
Delete.
Delete.
All right. So delete is to erase, like this. I'm deleting what I've just put on the screen, right? That is the same
Uh,
as almost erase, right?
yeah.
Also, you can delete something that has been typed or video in your phone, right? If you put a video in your phone and then you want to remove it from your phone, you delete, right? Okay, or a photo, anything. That is what we do. All right. Let's go to number 7.
The detail camera.
This can you see this? What is this?
G.
So D. How do you
D.
spell? How do we sound G?
D.
Digital.
Digital.
Very good. Digital.
Digital
Digital.
camera.
Very good. Digital camera. So this word is digital.
Digital.
Very good. It's very good. So it's self-explanatory, right? That is one of those latest cameras which we have, right? Which are different from old cameras, or say, right?
Yeah.
Which used to have what you call the film. You put the
This
film inside.
old camera.
Yes, right. So yes, the old cameras used to put film. Right, let's go to number 8.
Down. Downline.
Download. Load.
Download.
Very good. So it's just 2 words, right? If you look at this one, it's got 2 words which are put together, which is down and load, right? Down, right?
Download
Yes.
some
So
app.
yes, download some app. That is very good. So you've got down and load, right? So it's just 2 words put together. Download, down and load. Download. To
Download.
download, yes, to download an app, to download a number 1, number 9, to download a
File.
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 File. Remember, is it?
File.
Remember, file. So we've got file, like, site. Remember, you see these words? They are always coming up. Right? Remember from our
Lie.
previous, yes, from our previous um section, we met this word site, right?
Side. Yeah.
And then this one is, you remember,
Like.
like, and then now we call
File.
file. You see that it is always the same pronunciation because they've got the same
I.
build. Yes, they've got the I and the E at the end. I, right? I, very good. I, right? All right, and then we go to
hardware.
hardware. So you see, these words we can say download a file. Before we go far, right? Download a file, or we can say download those files, right? Those files, right? Okay, right. You can see we can put this one together, right? Or we can say delete a file, right? Delete a file. Very good. So let's go. Let's go to number. You say number 10.
Hardware.
Hardware. Very good. Hardware. Those are the components of a device, right? Components of a device like laptops. For example, laptops. We have the hardware like the hard drive, right? The camera, right? Those are hardwares. Right? The camera, those are hardwares. Something we can touch, hand, which is hard, and then the way it's something that we can touch. Coming from it's hard. We can touch it. All right. Let's go to number 11.
Software.
Yeah, software. Right. Software. Right. Right. Software is something. For example, we are using Tensor Meeting, right?
Yes, we used it
Yes.
in the phone.
Yeah. So that is the software, right? Yeah, that is the software, right? Something that you download. An app can be. It's also like a form of a software because, right, we have to install the software, right? Install, right? So which is comes to software, right? Comes to this word
Install.
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 Very good. So let's look at this word, right? We've got in, right? And then we've got s. And then what about this word? How do we say this word? Just only this word. Tall. Very good. So that is it. So that is tall. How tall are you? Right? Okay. So but then we put it together, we put so which is in and
install.
Very good. Install. Right. You see, right? So you see how easy to look at words if you break them, right? Look them at the other way and you break them and then you connect them together with their sound. You will find the almost right, or do the correct sound of a word. Right? So sometimes it can be different, but if you look at the dynamics, if you look at how the words connect, how the words sound, you will never go wrong on your pronunciation. Right. Let's continue. So where are we now? We are left with just some just a few. The next one, number 3. Password. Very good. So we have a password on our phones, on our laptops.
iPad.
Yes, on our iPads. Right. That is this one. If allows us to get access to something, right? Without the password, you can't use a certain device. Okay. Then we've got
upload.
Upload. Very good. Right? You see?
Upload.
So upload.
Upload.
Very good. So it is to put into. Last time we at the top we had At the top we had download, right?
Yes.
Now we've got upload. So the opposite of download is to upload.
Upload.
Very good. It is to upload something to the internet.
Some
Yes, or into
file.
yes, into into a device is to upload. Very good. All right, so now let's look at number
Screen.
a screen. Very good. So most devices do have screens. Laptops have screens. What else? What else has a screen?
Phone.
Phone has a screen. Very
In the
good.
cinema.
Cinema, right? Very good. So that is quite good. Also, the screen in the cinema, that is quite good. But usually cinemas use what we call, which is also good, which is also a screen. They use a projector, right, to screen the movie. Um, let's look at what other devices. The TV.
Mm,
Yes, the TV is just a large big screen, right?
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
let's look at number 16.
Turn off or on.
Very good. Turn off or on, which is here they've already told us it is a phrasal verb. Okay. Right.
Press
Okay. So those are turn on and off. Right. Remember this one we said
file.
file,
File.
file, and this one
File.
next one
Delete.
delete,
Delete.
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 Very good. And this one
Digital.
digital,
Digital camera.
yes, digital camera,
Digital.
digital. Very good.
Digital.
Right, digital. Let's see the other word which was also yeah.
Install.
Very good. All right, let's look for another one. Just a quick review. Which one is it? All right, let's see. Right, and let me clear. Right, and this one, number 3.
Click.
Click,
Click.
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 Very good. All right. So, and then what about here?
Data.
Yes, data. Very good. Data.
Data.
Very good. Data. That is quite good. And
Cell phone.
cell phone. That is wonderful. Cell phone. And this one?
Calculator.
Calculator. Very good. Calculator. That is wonderful.
Calculator.
Very good. That is wonderful, right? So that is wonderful. Right now, let's continue and see what we have here, right? Right. Part one, which is right. Choose the main idea, which point, right?
It uh the book is module it has
It's okay. We can skip it. All right, we can skip it. Is going this one, right? Hello.
hello.
Right. So right. So now let's look 2 examples of voice controller. Right. So these ones. it's just like
It's
okay.
on the book reading part.
Oh, it's on the book written part. Okay, no problem. But let's look at it, right? How voice control devices make and will make our lives easier, right? By just right, like for example, just voice controlled, like switching on the lights. The author personal experience and related to the remote control. So we are supposed to say here, what he said about his experience. For example, if looking for a remote control was his experience, or when he called the lifeguard, that is the experience, right? Right. The author's predictions and doubts.
Predictions.
Yes, and doubts. So predictions is what you look for in the future. So if someone says tomorrow it is going to rain, right? Tomorrow it is going to rain. That is a prediction, right?
Mm.
That is what you're thinking that tomorrow is going to happen. That is a prediction, right? Predictions and doubts. All right, then two examples how voice controlled apps save lives, right? So two examples will be when someone called the lifeguard, right? The Coast Guard, right? When someone called the Coast Guard in our reading part, and then when someone called for their phone in an accident when their car drove, they lost control, and their car drove into a river, and they were not able to locate their phone, and they just said Siri, and then Siri said yes, right? And then
Yeah.
please call 911, and then or please call 112.
Now.
Right? Yeah, now, and then you say 112 dialing, you may just call, and then the phone started calling. All right, so now let's look at mentioned voice controlled items in our you know
TVs.
we've got TVs, right? Wheelbarrow,
Cars.
cars, very good.
Robots. Lights. Ovens.
Ovens,
Compu- Ovens. Computers. apps on the phone. Ebooks.
ebooks, very good. So right, so I understand most you say app, right? Which is app,
Yeah.
right? So
Ape.
sometimes this one is called an app, right? So you can
Yeah.
just call it app, or when it's got S, now you say apps.
Apps.
Yeah, so it's an app, which is okay, or apps, right? Right? Which is okay. You can either call it an app or apps, right? Okay. So now let's continue with where we are. Okay, so we've got just a few, uh, just a few of this one. So we have when someone is saying doing and to do, right? And done. And now let's just read on these phrases, right? So here we are looking at how to use doing and to do and done, right? So what are you doing and what we like
To do.
what and to do and what have you done
Down.
today? Very good. So it is now let's look at this word.
Swimming is one of my favorite sports. To climb such a high mountain is very difficult.
Right, to climb such a high mountain is very difficult. All right, that is excellent. All right, verb plus to do, right?
Do.
Right, then verb plus doing, right?
Do.
So now let's look at the verbs and to do. right?
Plan to do. Plan to do. Expect to do.
Expect.
Expect to do. Promise to do.
Right. I plan to
Do.
my homework after, right? I expect you to do your homework, right?
Work.
Right. I expect you to do your homework, right? Lunchtime, right? I promise you,
What to do.
you promise me to do your homework before lunchtime, right? You promised me to do your homework last, right? You promised to do your homework before you go to bed. You promised to do your homework before. And then the next one,
The code.
decide.
Decide.
Right. Decide.
Decide.
Very good. I will decide what to do with my life, right? I will decide what to do with my life, right? Okay. And then want.
Want.
Okay.
Want. Want.
What do you want to do? Huh?
I want to buy the time.
Very good. Right. What do you want to do? That is good. And then the next one.
Offer to do.
Nice. Right. He offered. What do you offer to do for them? Right. Very good.
Manage to do.
Right. Right. And then
Refuse to do.
refuse.
Refuse to do.
Well, he refused to do his homework, right? Okay. And then right. And then we have
Spend doing.
What are you going? When are you doing? What are you going to do? Right. Doing what? What? Let's for example. Let's look for example. Spend the summer doing. I spend the summer doing my homework. Right.
Yeah.
Did you spend the summer doing the homework? Right. Did you spend the summer doing homework?
Miss doing.
I miss doing some exercises outside, right? Can't do them because of the COVID-19 lockdown. That is good.
Keep doing.
And can you make a sentence? Keep doing. You keep doing the same thing every day. Ha. Is it?
I keep doing my homework every day.
No, yes, okay. Right, okay. Someone say can actually say you keep doing the same thing every day, or you keep, right? That is good. Right, and then we have this word,
Admit.
admit. Very good.
Admit doing.
Yes, admit doing something wrong, right? I admit doing this, right? Right. So he admitted doing the crime, right?
Yeah.
Very good, right? He admitted doing something wrong at school, right? And then,
Fancy doing.
right, okay, so what do you fancy doing this holiday? Right, let's just have the words and then we can find another exercise later, right, downstairs for tomorrow. So let's have the pronunciations. Okay, let's go. Imagine.
Imagine.
And then,
Be.
it's one word. Be what?
He was doing.
And
Mind doing.
very good.
Suggest doing.
All right.
Practice doing. Can't help doing. Finish doing. Enjoy doing. Be busy doing. Feel like doing.
What do you feel like doing today? Right. Right. So right now tomorrow again we will look on these parts, right? Whereby we have the words, right? For example, look forward to, pay attention to, right? Be
Be
used
used to.
to, prefer,
Prefer to.
right? Prefer to, right? I prefer eating pizza to burger. That is good. Right, so that is what we have. So then we can finish off on tomorrow. These, all of these. Right, so have a good night.
Have a good night.
Right.
Bye bye.